In Telugu, Bangaram means gold. And that's not just the title of this film, it's the soul of it. Because right from the opening scene, where Samantha's character Swarna prepares herself for a wedding wearing gold bangles, the film quietly tells us who she is. A woman who has buried her past, a woman polished by family, relationships, and responsibilities. And when those same gold bangles come off during the climax, it isn't merely a costume change, it's a ghost returning. It's Swarna becoming something she thought she had left behind forever. That symbolism perfectly describes Maa Inti Bangaram itself, because beneath its colorful family entertainer exterior lies something surprisingly mature and emotionally grounded. Not revolutionary, not flawless, but refreshingly human. And that's becoming increasingly rare in Telugu commercial cinema. At its core, Maa Inti Bangaram is a simple story. No larger than life characters as demigods, just family, relationships, secrets, and survival. And that's where the film immediately wins. Because unlike many commercial entertainers that treat characters like props designed to elevate the hero, this film actually treats people like people. The husband, father in law, women in the household, even the antagonist played by Gulshan Devaiah, nobody feels like a caricature. Everyone has motivations and emotional baggage. Sure, the writing never digs as deep as it could, many arcs remain surface level, but even then, these people feel believable. And in today's Telugu commercial space, that alone feels refreshing. The biggest surprise of Maa Inti Bangaram is how effortlessly funny it is. The humor doesn't scream, it flows. It reminded me of Raj and DK's earlier work like 99 and Go Goa Gone. The comedy comes naturally from situations and personalities rather than punch dialogues. And the setting itself adds so much flavor. The film takes place during the fax era, the days when people had to go to post offices to make phone calls. There is patience and nostalgia. There is something strangely comforting about that world. The first half has an easygoing charm that constantly puts a smile on your face. Unfortunately, the second half doesn't maintain that freshness. This is where the film starts meandering. You can almost feel it searching for what kind of movie it wants to become: a comedy, action, family drama, or a thriller. And instead of blending these elements smoothly, the screenplay keeps switching lanes. The house invasion climax especially feels disappointingly routine. After spending so much time creating unique characters and situations, the film suddenly falls back into familiar commercial territory. Forced jokes, regular action beats, predictable staging, and you keep wishing the film trusted its own personality instead of chasing mass moments. Although Samantha gets one absolutely terrific action shot, and trust me, the theater crowd will erupt. And believe me, this is Samantha's film, not just because she produced it, but because she completely owns it. What impressed me most wasn't the emotional scenes, it was her physical confidence. After Family Man Season 2 and Citadel Honey Bunny, Samantha looks completely comfortable in action. There is no overacting, no unnecessary swagger, no attempt to imitate male action stars. Everything feels natural. Her movements have weight, her awareness of space feels genuine, and because of that, the action scenes never look tacky, they look believable. And perhaps the film's strongest relationship isn't romantic, it's her friendship with character played by Manjusha. Their chemistry feels warm, lived in, and surprisingly layered. Diganth delivers a restrained performance as the husband, and Gulshan Devaiah once again shows glimpses of the fantastic actor he is. But the writing never allows him to become the memorable antagonist he could have been. His motivations are understandable, but his development remains frustratingly undercooked. Now let's talk about the real MVP. It's Santosh Narayanan's music. Because even when the screenplay starts losing focus, the background score refuses to. It is outstanding. Rock, traditional Carnatic influences, rustic textures, and controlled madness. The music constantly injects energy into scenes that otherwise might have collapsed under its own weight. The score reminded me of his collaborations with Karthik Subbaraj, and even shades of Raj and DK's storytelling rhythm. It's stylish without becoming loud, experimental without becoming distracting, and most importantly, it understands the mood. When the story stumbles, Santosh Narayanan's music catches it before it falls. As far as direction by Nandini Reddy goes, what I appreciated most about Maa Inti Bangaram is its restraint. The film never tries to convince you that its characters are superheroes. It doesn't worship them, it humanizes them. and that's where the movie feels polished compared to many Telugu commercial entertainers. But there is also a sense that the film becomes nervous in the second half, almost as it stops trusting its simplicity that made the first half so charming. Instead of doubling down on emotional relationships and character dynamics, it chooses safer commercial beats. And that's a shame, because beneath all of this, there is a better film waiting to emerge. So finally, Maa Inti Bangaram attempts genuinely the family drama and the action portions, and perhaps that is its greatest strength. It tells a simple story with characters that feel real. The first half is breezy and genuinely entertaining. Samantha delivers one of her strongest performances in years. Santosh Narayanan's background score is exceptional, and the emotional core works far more than it doesn't. But the second half loses some of its uniqueness, the climax feels too conventional, and the villain deserved much stronger writing. Still, in an era where many commercial films confuse scale with substance, Maa Inti Bangaram chooses heart over noise. And even though it occasionally loses its shine, there is enough gold buried inside to make the journey worthwhile. I rate it 3 out of 5. So what did you think about Maa Inti Bangaram? Do let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoy deep down movie breakdowns and honest reviews like this, subscribe to Film Relic. Until next time, stay curious, stay cinematic.